After a wild night last night in the Gridfinder Xfinity Series, the return of the LSRL to the Lady in Black is here officially on a Wednesday night as we welcome you into the track too tough to tame, the Virtual Darlington Raceway here on iRacing as we get ready for a little less than 200 miles of racing in the next-gen car. It is going to be hopefully a pretty good show, just like it was last night. We look forward to seeing the same fireworks that we did last night and so on and so forth. But first, we have to welcome you in to the Wilder Graphix Cup Series, part of the Lightspeed Racing League at the Virtual Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. I am the captain. We welcome you in on this Wednesday evening. Hopefully you've had a good one so far. Partly cloudy skies tonight, 77 degrees in the air. Track temp at 80, humidity at about 56%, and wind going from the north at 2 miles an hour. Of course, coming off a wild race last week that saw Landon Quesinberry get his first win of the season at the Virtual Daytona International Speedway. And the question tonight, will we see a new winner again? Or will we see a repeat winner here as we get ready to start race number 4 of this season here in about a minute or so? We will get to the heat race that takes place, of course, right before the green flag of the main event. And should, again, see good racing tonight. Looks like a pretty good amount of cars this evening. And, well, not so surprised pole sitter right now, it looks like, as the laps are being ran. Let's look down here on the grid. It looks like Giuliano's out there trying to run a lap. Aaron Hearn's out here trying to run a lap right now as these guys just try to get the last few minutes of racing in here before they get the green flag. There's Giuliano in the Monster Energy Ford. Out on track down the back straightaway he goes in that Ford Mustang. Pole sitter right now is actually Justin Wilson with a 28.7. And Giuliano's actually out here just running laps right now, to be honest. He's on lap 4 right now of his run. Again, a pretty healthy matter of names here tonight's race, as qualifying will come to an end. And we will crown ourselves a pole award winner tonight. Put a cap on that pole award to Justin Wilson. Once again, a 28.726 second lap. He is going to be the pole sitter, even though you see Cameron Hearn's car for tonight's race here at the Virtual Darlington Raceway. Congratulations to him, again, presented by Put a Cap on That. And put a cap on that pole award going to Mr. Wilson. As the starting lineup rolls across your screen, or really won't roll, more just kind of sits there across the screen. Justin Wilson, Brandon Massey, they'll start on row number 1. Jimmy Weaver and Adam Brady, row number 2. Ira Kohlhaas, Dale Lee, row 3. Landon Quesinberry and Joe Owen, row number 4. Looking at the rest of the grid, row 5, you see Chase Berry and Anthony Giuliano, Leonard Frost and Christopher Couric, Aaron Hearn, Anthony McInturf, Patrick McVicker, I believe is how it's pronounced, and Keith Bouchard, starting in the 16th position for tonight's race. The cars roll off here from the grid as we get ready for the heat race here. And a little bit of a stack up already happening. And here we go. Green flag is out in the heat race. We'll see if we have a little bit more of a tamer start than we saw in the heat race last night, where we had a big one pretty much off of, what was it, turn 4, I think it was. So far, so good. Justin Wilson starting out in the lead. And up, one car in for the infield. That is the 40, I believe, of Dale Lee, who knocks down the inside wall. And another car, Giuliano, wrecking off turn 4. And the Monster Energy car has gone around, so we keep going. No cautions here in the heat race. One car is way down on the apron. That's the 8 of Jimmy Weaver. And that Bud Light car is going for a ride. Look out. Oh, I think he clipped the 24. And if he did, he saved it. Nice job. And just like last night, Justin Wilson driving away. Wilder Graphix number 58, and followed by the 77 of Adam Brady, who had a rough night last night. Brandon Massey in the 65. The Mountain Dew colors on that car tonight. Followed by a Pepsi car behind him of Ira Kohlhaas and a Nonso Soda Mobile of the 75 of Quesinberry. 5 laps to go. Brady starting to reel him in. So Wilson leading Brady by about 0.7 of a second. Massey 1.6 back. Ira Kohlhaas 2 seconds back. Of course, once again tonight, seeing streaming on all 3 of our channels, not to mention a bonus channel tonight, as we are over on the LSRL Facebook page tonight. I know I've been working on continuing to grow the broadcast and stuff as part of this network. So big shout out to those guys over there for allowing us to be a part of the broadcast this evening here on the Captain Esports Network, as we are on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube tonight. Christopher Couric up 6 spots already as we had 2 laps to go. Joe Owen up to 7. Chase Berry there in the 8th spot. As Wilson going to bring it off turn number 4, he'll see the white flag here in the heat race, looking to go 1 for 1 again tonight. Down the back straightaway. Brady right there within about a second, but not close enough. As we're bringing off turn number 4, and it will be another heat race win for the 58, Justin Wilson. As Quesinberry goes for the inside wall. Backup car for him. Great start to the race for Justin. He will be the pole sitter for the actual race now this evening too. Adam Brady, he'll start there in the second position. Brandon Massey, Ira Kohlhaas, Landon Quesinberry going to be the top 5 tonight. So you see the grid over there to your left-hand side. Of course, we showed the lineup for the race, and this is actually how they lined up for that heat race. This is not actually correct now, so unfortunately there. That's the one thing with the heat racing is it doesn't update the standings in the grid box, but thanks to our friends at Grid Finder, we're still able to get you a starting lineup. We'll use the ticker over on the left-hand side to show you the lineup for this evening. And that is exactly how the lineup, how they finished in the heat race. Let's get a quick word with Mr. Wilson down here. Wilson in the Payday Team channel. It's Justin. Obviously, last night a second place finish for you. One that I know you probably want back. You know it was a very fun race. Obviously tonight. So sort of deja vu so far, but can you win this one?
We're going to give it our best shot. I have about 10 laps of practice and then that 8-lap run. So hopefully we got the long run speed we're looking for.
And if I carry the one, that means you have 18 laps of practice. So great job out there tonight winning the pole this evening. And we wish you the best of luck in that Wilder Graphix number 58.
Thank you, boss man.
Absolutely, you too.
Enjoy the show.
Justin Wilson there. He definitely got a positive attitude. I like that about him for somebody I've only known for a couple weeks. I have enjoyed that so far. Anybody can go out here and have a good old time no matter where they finish and the situation and stuff. I am totally cool with when you got a positive attitude. So 137 laps tonight, so 20 laps longer than last night. Just shy of 200 miles in the Wilder Graphix Cup Series in the Lightspeed Racing League. And as you know, this is Darlington, so prepare for anything. Pace cars in. Green flag. Here we go. Oh, look out! Keurig puts himself in the wall. Keeps it straight, though. He got loose and then went across the bumper of a car. Not much damage on that right front. Got a little bit of a hole punched in it. Now something's wrong with, is that Quesinberry? It is. He's in the inside wall. Two wrecks at two separate times, and last week's winner is all of a sudden in the wall and in trouble. Not a good start for last week's winner. Well, he will come to pit road and immediately get that damage fixed. That is going to be a tough one to swallow for him. And look at this, a battle for the lead already is Brady trying to get around the 58. Oh, hold on, Brady. He's going for a ride. A little bit of a tank slapper there, and a big tank slapper, should we call it that. Wow, what a save on his end. Looks like right side maybe it got the wall. Oh, left side definitely got the wall good. We're seeing some wrecks here early in this race. A little bit of argy-bargy, as we call it. Let's see if we can go back and see what happens here. He's already going around at that point. He does catch the inside wall, I think, a little bit. There's Wilson leading by 0.6 of a second now. Brandon Massey, who ran fairly well last night, until getting involved in an incident. And oh my, Keurig is up in smoke down here in the Sunoco car. So there's a lot of adversity going on early in this race. Joe Owen up to the fourth position. Anthony Giuliano. And surprise, surprise, we have one for you tonight. And there it is, Anthony Giuliano on board with him in the 17 car. Hometown track for the young man. The Monster Energy Ford, the owner Wilder Graphix. Got the VR set on there. You see, not really fighting the wheel too much so far. Running pretty smooth, a little loose off. But he's got that hands at 9 and 3 there, doing pretty well so far. We'll check back with him in a little bit. We appreciate him sharing his in-house camera of the 17 as we watch him come up on the back of the 4 of Chase Berry here. We'll check back here in a little bit with the driver of the number 17 Wilder Graphix car. Jump back up to the front. As you see, 1.8 seconds now the lead. Landon Quesinberry still on pit road, unfortunately. Also Leonard Frost and Christopher Keurig behind the wall early in this race. So they're down to 12 cars already. As we watch this battle now. There's the Pepsi number 4, Chase Berry chasing down, no pun intended, Joe Owen in the 48 car. Joe, of course, winning the Gridfinder Xfinity race from Daytona last week. And right behind him, you see Giuliano. These guys about 6.5 seconds or so back. 4 having a little bit of a blinking issue. So there will be a couple of I cannot talk. Will be a couple of competition yellows. Easy for me to say. Coming up here, I believe the first one will be at lap 20. And that one will see the 75 get the EOL, but the I guess if there's any kind of news to break on that one, the 75 is last right now on the grid, being off the track here for the last 12 laps. So there will not be an EOL penalty given again for a second straight night. Is Berry going to go side by side with Owen into turn 1? And Chase going to take the position away from the Lowe's number 48. And Giuliano climbing right up there behind him. Never know what kind of sneaky cameras we're going to throw at you. Thanks to our good friends at TrackCam4Gourmet.com. You can check them out, TrackCams22.com, I should say. TrackCam4Gourmet, the name of the company. TrackCam22.com if you're looking for oval or road course or any kind of rallycross type of cameras and fans and stuff like that, VR. You can check out TrackCams22.com, the official cameras of the Captain Esports Network. Speeds up to about 180 miles an hour down the back straightaway into turn 3 and a maybe light Darlington stripe right there. Brady back here as he tries to climb his way back up through the field after the mistake he made, and now he's got even more damage on that left side. That car's been through some issues right there. See Adam crossing it over there off turn 4. He tries to fight the number 40. That being driven by Dale Lee in the 7th position right now, the Smith & Wesson. And you see Dale does let the 77 go by for position. See, already our channel's been shared by 5 people, so appreciate that. Obviously getting a good amount of viewers this evening. If you're watching tonight, do me a favor. Just message over into chat. Let me know you're watching. Wherever you're watching, if it's Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, just kind of getting a feel of who's where watching this evening. But appreciate you guys joining us this evening on the Captain Esports Network. Not to mention, I love to say hi to new viewers or even viewers who always come back and pick on me or something. I'm totally cool with that also. So 21 laps in the books. Down the old front straightaway here, Darlington up until 1995. When they flipped the track around, they did that because, we'll see if I can get a view of it tonight. But there's actually a highway right off of the old front straightaway. On the backstretch there, I believe it's US 1 that runs right up next to the track. And they felt like they needed to put more grandstands in, so they flipped the track around and put the grandstands over on the other straightaway. Now, I didn't get a chance to mention this with the first lap tonight. Apologize for that. But the first lap this evening was presented by Sim Speed Shops. They specialize in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops and manufacture sim racing hardware, utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware in rig today at simspeedshop.com. We usually get them in on the first lap tonight, but a little bit of stuff going on in that first lap, so didn't get a chance to get them covered, so I want to take care of them. Justin Wilson's led all 23 laps so far this evening. Brandon Massey there in second. Here comes Ira Kohlhaas back behind him in the third position. Chaseberry there in the fourth position. Joe Owen there in fifth. got a three-car tussle back here for position. As Adam Brady, Dale Lee, and the 91 of Aaron Hearn, that very wild Mountain Dew looking paint scheme, as Dale kind of hits the wall a bit there. And there's the caution, competition caution on the track here at lap number 25. Oh no, Justin Wilson is spun. Never mind. That is not a competition caution. That is a legit caution. The leader has gone around turn 4. I don't see any damage on the 58, but the caution is out. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, a little D-Dido off the corner, noses it into the wall slightly. Just lost the back end, overcorrected it, and leaders are like, thank you. Unfortunate deal there for he just slightly noses the wall. I don't even know if it damaged the car that much. And here comes the 58 down pit road. Giuliano's going to stay out, but everybody else to pit road. Right side tires going on left sides. Adam Brady overshoots his pit stall a little bit. And I think all these cars getting damage fixed as Joe Owen's going to win the race off pit road. We'll see what Giuliano does here, if he comes to pit road or not. We're going to step away for a quick second. We will come back and get you more racing here on the Captain Esports Network coverage of the Light Speed Racing League.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, back at the Virtual Darlington Raceway as we get ready to go back to green, lap number 30. I want to remind you that Wilder Graphix provides the best iRacing paints and liveries around. You can check them out today at Facebook and take a ride on the wild side as we are on the wild side of Darlington as we go back racing here, lap number 30. Joe Owen and Massey leading. Brandon Massey, about said Bobby Massey, which I believe is a driver also. Aaron Hurd, Ira Kohlhaas, and Chase Berry, your top 5. We'll have to watch Wilson, who restarts in the 8th position. Oh, hold on. Joe Owen's out of shape. For the second time tonight, the leader is going for a ride off of either turn 2 and turn 4, and that puts Brandon Massey to the front now. Well, the lady is not being nice to the leader tonight, is she? And there's Giuliano to the inside of Dale Lee for the 4th spot. Tell he's been up in the Wallow Darlington stripe for him, bringing Wilson with him. Oh, hold on. Wilson going to take the spot away. Here comes Owen back into the picture. Massey's pulled away to about 0.6 of a second over Aaron Hearn. You see him up there. Ira Kohlhaas is riding that 29 car. Let's see what kind of shifting we got going on out here. Of course, with the sequential shifting in these cars, 5 gears in the next gen. Right back to the throttle. Third position, man. You see everybody getting loose off the corner. It's almost like they're getting a tight loose condition or something. There's Chris Harvey watching tonight. Appreciate you, sir. Chris coming off a top 5 finish last night. Top 3 as a matter, or top 4, I'm sorry. Starting to put pressure on that Mountain Dew, the Major Melon Mobile. Say that 3 times fast. There's Dale Lee back in the Smith & Wesson number 40 car, doing a good job so far. Adam Brady, I think he's hit every piece of his car already this evening. He's fighting behind another car that's been in a fight with every piece of the car. Keith Bouchard, unscheduled pit stop for him in the 10th position, the 64 car. is pushing Quesinberry down the straightaways. A little helping of each other, right? Top four starting to come together here. And Wilson just able to gain so much time on entry last night. It was the other way around as Dylan was able to make the move last night in that 39 car, and there's an old school Darlington pass right there. Aaron Hurd knows that he's not as quick as the 58 right now, just moved over and said, go on by. Why? Well, look at it like this. The more you battle each other at a track like Darlington where you're supposed to race the track, which, don't get me wrong, every track you race the track, but at Darlington you specifically race the track. The more you battle, the more time you lose. So how are you going to lose the least amount of time? Pull over, let the other car go, and just stay in your own rhythm. If you're running this weekend's 500-mile race on iRacing, best advice I can give you right there. Let just race the track for the first 450 miles, I would say, and then go get it. There's Joe Owen, who led him on the restart, but almost wrecked a car off of turn 2. Dale Lee right there behind him in that Ford Mustang. Adam Brady there with him also. Oh, Dale gets a little loose. For 9,000 RPM into turn 3 and 4 as they both going to drift up and scrape the wall. Already 45 laps in, and we have seen multiple leaders in this race and a lot of mistakes being made out here tonight. A lot of cars up in the wall. Of course, these cars have the 750 horsepower package in them, much like the common Cup Series car. They have not updated to what the actual next-gen cars will be next season, which, again, I've kind of mentioned a few times. It's rumored that they're going to go to a 615 package. That will be ran at all the tracks. This battle here's kind of simmered down just a little bit. All right, behind Dale Lee, here comes Mr. Brady. Adam about 8.2 seconds back or so from the leader, and he's all of a half second back from the 40. Check in. On our in-race guy. And that is the in-race driver of Giuliano there in the 17. Let's actually ride with him here and see what he's doing. How the car is handling for him. Kind of playing with the throttle a little bit. Hustling that wheel around a little bit there. I saw it kind of going left and right over there on the screen. Back end sliding just a little bit. Fight that wheel with them gloves. Oh, Massey, or not Massey, that's, oh, and around he goes. That's the 91 of Hearn, and that's going to bring the caution out. I couldn't tell if he was out of control or if something was going on. And caution out for the second time. Let's go back and see what happens to him. Oh, he gets loose off two a little bit there, and he kind of gets back to the throttle, and the wheels just spin on him. And into the wall he goes. Aaron Hearn, unfortunate situation for him as he goes around. See him into the wall already.
Feel what you've been missing.
I think I hit the wrong button. Whoopsies. My apologies. So some of the cars have come to pit road, including the leader, Ira Kolas. And that'll hand Justin Wilson the lead. As Kolas, Hearn, Massey, Barry, Brady. A lot of those cars coming to pit road now to probably get some tires and fuel here at lap 54. And you see them all probably going to get some damage worked on. So I mentioned a second ago, we got the 17 of Anthony Giuliana is our in-race reporter again this evening. Let's I can hit the right buttons here. We're going to cut over to him and let's talk to the driver. And get him up here if I can, again, hit the right buttons. I'm still learning this whole thing. Actually, oh, there he is, Anthony. I was like, Anthony's not even in the channel, but there he is. Let's talk to him real quick. Anthony, you got a copy, bud?
Yeah, man, I got you.
All right, well, we've been watching you a little bit, fighting that wheel, and racing pretty hard up there into the top 5 in that 17 car. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but you're coming back to green. How's it racing out there?
Well, she's dancing all over the place, so it's a little bit tough to drive, but you know, it's loose to start the race, and then as we get into longer runs is when I start to get worse in 3 and 4. It gets a little tight, so very interesting driving them around here, but this is always an interesting track, so we'll see what happens here. Who knows?
We'll talk about the rig real quick you got there.
Yeah, man. I bought this off of Rick Motec. It's a deal where you can build it yourself, and they hooked me up with a nice pattern and self-built it. So still getting used to it a little bit as far as where everything's at, but I'm liking it so far.
Awesome, man. Well, good luck the rest of the way. Pedal to the middle.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. That is Anthony Giuliano. We'll ride on board with him here for the restart. And as we go back racing here at lap number 55. And, oh, Joe Owens wrecking right in front of the leader. Spins the tires. Adam Brady gets a piece of it. And right back to caution we go. You see, Anthony didn't have to work too hard on that one. Just hang the wheel left and go around him. So obviously spinning of the tires, what likely transpires here. Let's go back and see if I can get the replay really quickly of what transpired here. We come to the restart. And there he goes just around, and Kohlhaas gets a piece of him, so does Brady. Everybody else does a great job to get around the 48. Look at it one more time. He just loses the back end. Tires spin around on him, it looks like. And something about iRacing, when these cars spin the tires, they go to the right. Every single time, it seems like. There you see Joe on pit road. And let's grab another driver here really quickly. And this more going to the other side of things here. We're going to bring Adam Brady up here and talk to him for a quick second. Adam, you got a copy, bud?
Yeah, man. How's it going?
I guess I'm doing better than you, unfortunately, right now. Is there anything you have not hit in the last 2 nights?
If there is, you'd be better off telling me to watch the outside.
So, what have you noticed out there tonight? It just seems like these cars are maybe a little unpredictable.
Yeah, I would say that, along with a couple other things with iRacing development, but we'll not go there. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge.
Well, you're definitely out there still surviving in that 77 car tonight. Good effort, keep fighting, and hey, at least you're almost guaranteed a top 10.
Yeah, well, there's always a silver lining, so.
Right. Well, hey, man, good effort, and keep digging.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, you too. Like you said, always that silver lining. Adam running up in the top 10 right now in the 8th position. As we will get ready to go back to green. All right, getting ready to go back racing here. Wilson, Giuliano, Massey, Kohlhaas, and Brady are top 5. With Barry, Lee, Hearn, Owen. Your 9 cars on the lead lap. 10th place, Ken Bouchard. I knew I was going to do that. Keith Bouchard, Ken Bouchard, a former NASCAR driver back in the day, running in the 10th position. Jimmy Weaver, Landon Quesinberry back on track, 28 laps down. Patrick McVicar, I believe that's pronounced. Christopher Couric and Leonard Frost, the 15 cars that started tonight's race. So they'll come back to the green here at lap number 60, and I think this is a good opportunity to do a little turn it up here on the Captain Esports Network, next gen style. You saw Dale Lee kind of hit that wall pretty hard off of turn number 4 as we stay green. 65 laps, just about to the halfway point here at the Virtual Darlington Raceway. We're here at the Lightspeed Racing League in coverage of the Wilder Graphix Cup Series at the track Too Tough to Tame. I am the captain. We appreciate you joining us this evening and want to remind you that Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. You can browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every racing sim every day of the week across the globe. You can browse through 1,000 leagues racing on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. If you're looking for a commentator or streamer for your racing broadcast, you can search there on Grid Finder, or you can find a designer for your next livery. Grid Finder is all the talent in one place. If you run a sim racing league, make sure you upload your community to the Grid Finder so that like-minded sim racers can find you. It's quick, it's easy, and best of all, it is free. Check out Grid Finder on Facebook and check out the caution flag out. Once again, and I want to say this could be for Chase Berry. I could be wrong, but I may be right. Let's see if I am right. Probably not, because he's coming out of pit road. This could be a competition caution, too. Okay, he's just getting up to speed, so no issue there. So my guess is this is a competition caution. Yep, matter of fact, right down there I can see that somebody threw the caution. So competition caution here, lap number 67. And you see the 4 will get the lucky dog, and here come the leaders to pit road. 4 tires and fuel. And Wilson pulls away and wins the race off pit road. Well, we'll step away for a quick second. We'll come back and we will get you more racing of the Wilder Graphix Cup Series. It's Light Speed Racing League on the Captain Esports Network.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
And back here at the Virtual Darlington Raceway, 70 laps about to be completed on the board as we're about to go back to the green flag. Justin Wilson, who had his own whoopsies earlier in the race, hitting the wall off turn 4, nose first and overcorrecting the car. He has come back and taken the lead of this race. Anthony Giuliano there second. Brandon Massey, Adam Brady, Ira Kohlhaas, your top 5 in what has been a challenging race for a lot. As I don't think there's one car in one piece here tonight. As Giuliano gets a little loose, here comes Brady up behind him. .66 laps to go, still one more round of pit stops to go. If it will be under the green or the caution, we will see. As here comes Brady, somehow that car is still going and chugging along for second, and he'll take it. Oh, Giuliano heading for the infield and saves it. Joe Owen takes that thing down the Myrtle Beach to try to make the pass after Giuliano gets loose. Hearn's going to take advantage. He's going to go by both Kohlhaas and the 48. Like I said, there's not a single car in one piece out here. Wilson leads it by 0.6 of a second, and he got another 0.3 back to Massey. And we got a pass back here. Landon Quesinberry getting his car all fixed up. The only bad news is he's 28 circuits behind after hitting that wall on lap 1, so he will not go back-to-back this week after his win in Daytona last week. As Justin Wilson, 28.9, fastest lap of the race. Adam Brady starting to be under attack here by the 65. I might have found our one car that's in one piece, and that is Brandon Massey in the 65 somehow. He's gotten loose a few times, but that car actually looks pretty new, I would say. So we are officially past the halfway point here at the Lady in Black on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look at our race summary. Justin Wilson leads. We had 4 cautions for 14 laps. 15 started. Wilson, quickest lap of the race at a 28.9. It just happened a few minutes ago. Of course, that presented by Track Time Entertainment. At Track Time Entertainment, they build custom driving simulators for the virtual racing community. They manufacture simulators in Texas using U.S. extruded aluminum. Track Time Entertainment on Facebook for all your sim rig needs and a full lineup of their products proudly made in the USA. Over there and her in the 6th position right now, 7.5 seconds back. Here how much he's playing with the throttle a little bit. As he lets Quesinberry go by, realizing that he's quicker. And you see how he did not lose much time doing that. He's going to burp the throttle, let him go, and get right back in line and go. And reading that Joe Owen has had issues. And the 48 is on pit road. Let's see what happens to the 48, who unfortunately had a little issue there or something. Let's click on the right buttons here and do the replay. What happened to Joe? He's just coming to pit road, it looks like right there. Issues for the 48 car. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but got a battle for the 2nd spot. Now you see the 65 still putting pressure on Brady in the 79. All this about 2.5 seconds or so back from the leader, Wilson. Giuliano about 2 seconds or so back from this fight himself. Is only still on pit road right now after that damage to the 48. And you see Massey making the move on Brady to move him up to the second position. And I think we found the one car that is in one piece tonight. We'll see what the 65 can maybe do with Wilson. Unfortunately, 3.5 seconds back right now. Everybody else pretty much spread out amongst the field here. 50 laps to go next time by. 70% of fuel, I believe, in these cars. As you see Wilson, who's led the most laps tonight. I just want to correct myself, actually 80% fuel. I wanted to double check myself and did. 80% fuel in the Cup cars, 70% last night in the Gridfinder Xfinity Series. I just want to make sure I got those numbers correct. It looks like issues for Aaron Hearn, he's on pit road at least, I should say. This is a pit stop for him. Aaron Hearn, one of the rare drivers who has his pit crew in tuxedos. And sitting still on pit road, so there might be a speeding penalty involved here for the number 91. Wilson just continuing to drive away in his car. Now his car looks like it's in one piece, but in fairness, he did clip the outside wall on a spin earlier in this race. And even though it does look pretty clean, so I do got to say he probably got like a 2X or something from that incident earlier. As we got the battle on for third, as Brady's tires starting to fall off and Giuliano's starting to make way here in this Monster Energy Ford Mustang. Aboard to 17 as he puts the battle on here. As Justin Wilson comes to pit road, the 58 is in, which could be for the final time. Let's cut away here. Well, but again, struggling with buttons tonight. Here's the 58 to pit road. Four tires and fuel, and the 58 pulls away as the 91 still on pit road. Well, that's a lot longer of a pit stop for the 91. He must have towed or something. So Brandon Massey back to the lead. And I realized Bobby Massey, by the way, I referenced that name earlier, is a football player, not a race car driver. Ooh, stripe. There goes that car in one piece. As we go back to this fight for second. Wilson 28.91 goes back to the board with the fastest lap of the race. Now this week, tonight going to be the final night that we see the Xfinity or the Cup Series, the Wilder Graphix Cup Series here live on the Captain Esports Network. After this week, we will go back to broadcasting on a little bit of a delay. It'll be later in the week. We'll discuss a time this week, Anthony and I will, that you'll hear the broadcast and watch it live. The broadcast will be live. The race won't be, but part of the deal we've worked out. Still going to get the race coverage for you so you guys can have some fun. And I'm even going to have a surprise up in the booth with me come next Wednesday evening. The first race that we'll be doing is Richmond. You'll see that race next week. We'll let you know exactly a date and time and stuff when we'll get that broadcast on the air. Of course, the other league I cover, the GSRL, they'll be back in action next Wednesday, their first race of Season 5 here on the Captain Esports Network at 9 o'clock Eastern. As Giuliano goes up there, clips the wall, trying to fight with the 77. Almost 4 seconds from Massey back to Brady, Giuliano, Kohlhaas, and Dale Lee still holding on there in that 40 car. 15 seconds back in the top 5. It's been all about the attrition rate this evening. Oh, Dale just crushes the wall there. Not sure if he got surprised by me saying his name or something. Car smoking pretty hard, it looks like here. Got the mosquito repellent out on the back straightaway. And Brandon Massey coming to pit road, bringing the smoking Quesinberry with him. Brady is in, Giuliano is in, Kohlhaas, they're all following each other to pit road. And Dale Lee going to take the lead. Right side tires on, left side's going on. And there goes Massey off pit road. You see Wilson has already gone by, so he'll take the position. There's Chase Berry in that 4 car. And it looks like Brady and Giuliano going to pick up right to where they left off. So when will Dale Lee come to pit road? He's the last of the leaders to pit. He does have about 12 seconds on Justin Wilson, so he could run for a little bit here, maybe get a caution, and that could really make some interesting strategy here. Let's see what happens with the 40 car. Oh, we got a car stop. Oh, the 64 was stopped in the infield. That could have been the caution, but he went back to pit road before the 40 could go around him, so he stayed green. So Keith Bouchard off the track, and here come the fresh tires behind him. See Dale gets a little loose off the corner, and that allows the 77 and 17 to go on by. I think that's just all Dale needs to do right now is just run his tank out. I think his bed's made. Run the tank out. You'll come out with fresher tires, and who knows what you can maybe steal in the end from this race. Especially if he gets a caution right now, he might have an extra set of tires to use on the field. You're going to let Ira Kohlhaas go on by in the 29 car. There's just one goal here. Don't be the caution. Coming up to 30 laps to go. You see Wilson's already cut that lead down to 5 seconds. There he is in turn one. Just showing you how valuable these tires are. Chase Berry also maybe playing the caution game as he's on 38 lap tires right now. And now Dale Lee has come to pit road officially here at lap 109, so 28 laps to go. Chris Hahn joining us this evening. So Dale leaves pit road, a good stop for him, 14.3. But as mentioned, Wilson has moved up to the lead now with 27 laps to go. Brandon Massey about 10 seconds back now, P2. There's Adam Brady, third position now. He's pulled away by about 1.4 seconds over Giuliano now. And Giuliano's got another car to hold off, another drink, except this one not of the energy sort. This one, just a soda named Pepsi. That is Ira Kohlhaas there in the 29. Dale Lee there in the 6th position now. Dale, the first car a lap down. Obviously with the freshest set of tires. And Chase Berry is coming off pit road now. He is going to be 2 laps down in the 7th position. And that is the last of the 7 cars left on track here as we race to the finish here. of this Wilder Graphix Cup Series season race here at the Virtual Darlington Raceway. Lead 8.9 seconds right now over Massey. I'm actually watching that number come down. So either Wilson's saving his tires a little bit here, or Massey is going pretty hard right now and making up some time. Ira's starting to put even more pressure on Giuliano. Don't ask where that came from. And the battle on for fourth. Good job getting on the brakes there. I thought he was going to slam that outside wall. Anthony getting a little loose off the corner there, fighting it pretty hard. Hold on, Anthony. Ooh, he's fighting that wheel. Pretty smooth there, 3 and 4 it looks like, from just watching the hands on that wheel over there. Pretty solid. About right here, it's going to get a little loose off. Pretty smooth actually on the wheel there for the 17 that time. Oh yeah, you can see a little turn into the right, so he turns to the right. That is more him getting that feel that car is getting loose below, underneath him. But he is starting to make up some time here on Brady, as Kolas has come to pit road, by the way. So final round of pit stops for him. Should I be questioning fuel mileage for some of these cars? And Kolas is still on pit road, so I'm not sure if something happened to the 29. If so, I did not see it on track. And it looks like he had an issue, so let's go do some multitasking here for a second. We're going to see what happened to Kolas. Before I do that, I got to jump out of the... see what happens. Oh, geez, loses the back end, smashes the inside wall. Oh, and head for the outside wall. Ouch. And unfortunately, the end of Ira Kolas's night. So still 8.8 seconds, so Massey's not been able to cut into that lead at all. And I mentioned the battle on the track. It is right here still for fourth and third. Brady trying to hold off Giuliano here. 14 laps to go. Remember last night's race for the win between Wilson and Dylan Reed. Dylan ended up making a last lap a pass with 2 laps to go, I should say, on Wilson to win this race. Now it's going to take some kind of major miracle for Massey to get to him, but we could have a similar battle here for third. Again, next week it will be the virtual Richmond Raceway for race number 5 of their season. Three different winners so far in this series this season. Looks like we could be going 4 for 4 before this thing is over. Landon Quesinberry entered the race tonight with a 2-point lead. Dylan Reed not here tonight. Brady 8 points back. Leonard Frost was 13 back. And Chris Harvey also not here tonight, 13 back. So let's see how the points get shuffled up when it's all over with this evening. You see the 77 starting to stretch it out a little bit. Wonder if Anthony maybe burnt the tires off a little bit. Wilson said last night he had a blast racing with Dylan. And, he wanted to get Wilder Graphix into victory lane, and, well, he's 8 laps from doing it. The 4 cars on the lead lap, and Giuliano has gone by Brady. Something happened, and Brady fell back into Giuliano's hands, and Anthony got around him. I'm not sure if Adam had some kind of issue off the corner or whatnot, but Anthony doing what he has to do and gets himself into the top 3 here with 7 to go. So Justin Wilson, 38 laps into a stint right now. He would have to go 44 laps to finish his race. I believe he can do it, but I've been wrong before. I don't hear him saving fuel at all, so he must be okay to go. Massey 11 seconds back, and then the fight for third continuing on here. giving it his all right now to get to him. Just 1/10 of a second. And they are both going hard. You can see how each one's got different runs throughout the corner. You saw one car kind of gain and the other one's pull away. Just a way of how you attack that corner and how you roll the middle. And there's Brady up in the wall again. He lost a lot of time there. He must have lost the nose or something. 3 laps to go. Make that 2 to go as Wilson crosses the line. Nobody's catching him tonight unless something major happens here in the last. Two laps. Last 2.72 miles. As there it is, white flag, final lap from Darlington. Wilson last night started on the pole. Won the heat race, but finished 1 spot short on a last couple lap pass from Dylan Reed. Tonight he starts on the pole. He wins the heat race, but this time finishes the job as Wilson dominates Darlington. Fourth win in 4 races this season for the drivers of the Light Speed Racing League. So the parity definitely showing up right now as Massey will finish second. The battle for third going to go to Giuliano. And I'm pretty sure Adam Brady, yeah, he's just going to destroy the car. How about Dale Lee? Doing it for Dale, finishing 5th. And Chase Berry holds on to a 6th place run in the Pepsi Mobile. Let's take a look at your final results. Good burnouts there by Wilson. Presented by Grid Finder. Massey second, Giuliano third. Brady finishing 4th, Dale Lee 5th, Chase Berry, Ira Kohlhaas, Keith Bouchard, Aaron Hearn, and Joe Owen finishing 10th tonight. The rest of your field, Quesinberry, Weaver, McVicker, I believe is how it's pronounced, Couric, Frost, and McInturf. And McInturf actually did not start the race tonight. But a great race, a dominant win for the driver of the 58 car. Let's start with our 3rd place finisher tonight here. That's Anthony Giuliano, of course, their onboard driver tonight also. Fantastic race for you and a great battle for the 3rd position there. The last few laps between you and your teammate Brady. Who I think finally gave up on the car when he crossed the start-finish line. But needless to say, you put the fight in there too, and we're able to, need I put the pun in there, monster around this track.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. It was a lot of fun. I've had a lot of bad luck here lately, but I sent it in the wall with him after that race. I figured I'd go ahead and torpedo that thing. But, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, a lot of tough racing around here. It gets really slick, very tough to hold on to the cars, but man, it's a lot of fun racing with Adam. Glad for Brandon to come in here and get a 2nd place, and it's just saw some good drivers that had some tough times tonight, but a lot of fun all together, a lot of fun for 137 laps at Darlington, I'll take it all day.
Absolutely, and obviously this track is well, it lives up to its reputation of being a very slick track on the old surface, wears out the tires. It seemed like at times the track was a little unpredictable at times, where like you would just get out there and all of a sudden it was like, whoa, the car just kind of got snappy loose a little bit on you.
Yeah, big time, especially at the end. And what was really weird is the tires only got down to like 90%, 80, 85 at the worst. And, coming off of the wall or coming out of 2 was really, really sketchy. And, it's really tight right there. So you're trying to stay low and wash to the wall without hitting the wall kind of deal. And I know Ira got loose there at one point. So, it bit some people early, bit some people late, but I mean, it definitely changed from new tires on. It changed a ton all through the race.
It seemed like it almost got you a couple times. I know that last restart, you were heading for the infield at one point.
Oh, no doubt. I thought I was going to pack her on into the wall there, and I was able to gather her back up, thank goodness, and, went from there. But yeah, all in all, fun race. So appreciate what you guys do. Appreciate all of our sponsors and all of our drivers coming over, Grid Finder, Wilder Graphix, Dry Tech Brands, Sim Speed Shop, Track Time Entertainment, Proto Sim Tech. Hoping not leaving anybody out, but appreciate what you guys do and what everybody brings to the league.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job finishing third this evening, and I know you started to give some shout-outs away. If you got a few more, you can. If not, otherwise, we'll say goodnight.
Always to my wife for letting me come up here and be a little bit of a nerd for a little bit and race this thing. So I appreciate her letting me come up and spend money on building rigs and stuff like this when this is her room. So she's a trooper.
And I think the dog wants a shout out too.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's one of the 4. So that's how it is. Good thing is I don't have to fix this car when I'm done, and I can just go watch some Netflix.
There you go. Well, go enjoy that, Anthony. Nice job tonight, and congrats on your third.
Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely, bud. Third place finisher Anthony Giuliano. Going to enjoy some Netflix and some football this weekend. Brandon Massey, though, joining us tonight in the P2 position. I had bragged a little bit on you as throughout the night, Brandon, you were keeping that car in one piece. And then you take the lead on the pit stops, and you go up there and get yourself a Darlington stripe. And I'm like, well, there goes all the cars in one piece tonight.
Yeah, typically, this is my first race in these cars, and that's what me and Justin was talking about, and his too. And I was really trying to drive this track the same way that I do the old Cup car, and just wasn't really familiar with the way the car wanted to handle through the corners and that type of thing. And I knew a clean car at the end of the race was going to pay dividend, and I tried to keep it that way, but then, yeah, it is what it is. It's Darlington. You can't leave with a clean car and not have a Darlington stripe, so.
Well, what'd you learn tonight about that new car here?
Quite a bit. I mean, Darlington is one tough place to get around in any car that you race on the service. Even last night, you seen, I'm sure that it's the same thing. I mean, just the cars are tough to get around this place, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But we was able to learn a lot and throw a lot into the notebook and be able to progress on with the rest of the season here and see what we can do and maybe see if we can't get Justin and maybe a win or 2 this season.
Well, great job tonight, man. You started third, finished second, very consistent in that 65 car. You were fast last night, too, in that race also, so not take anything away from that run. So great job this week, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, absolutely, man. First and foremost, I want to thank the good Lord above, because without him, we couldn't do what we do. I want to give a shout out to my wife for giving me the time to be able to sit here and do this. I love you, doll. Thank you. Shout out to my mom and dad. I know they're watching at home. I love you guys. I want to thank Mountain Dew out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky, David Sparks. He's a big sponsor of ours, and the Pepsi car on the 29. The Old Shed, VIP Graphic Designs, Buckshot Tools, RJS Automotive, Cooper Creek Synthetics, Amsoil. Without them guys, Wilder Graphics and Anthony for everything they do for the league, and you for broadcasting. Without everybody, man, we couldn't do what we do. So thank everyone there, and we hope to be able to back it up next week and maybe get a win.
Well said, my friend. Well, great job tonight, and go enjoy your second place. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Absolutely. Thank you, bud.
Yes, sir. Brandon Massey finishing in the second position. And needless to say, I like to throw these kind of jokes out there. He's got his sponsors lined up. I like that because a lot of people are like, Brandon had it on the list. I like it. All right, let's talk to the man of the hour. I have to go back and research it. I think he did exactly what Landon Quesinberry did last week. He goes out, wins the heat race from the pole, finishes second on Tuesday. Goes out tonight, wins the pole, wins the heat race, and wins at Darlington in this race tonight. Justin, it wasn't easy. Let's talk about the embarrassing moment off turn 4. What happened?
I knew you were going to bring that up. I don't know what happened. I was just – it was – so, like I said, this is the first time I ever drove these cars. And I picked one, really fun track, to try it at. And to me, the cars just seem like at any point they're going to snap loose, and there's, nothing you can do about it. And I've been taking that corner just consistently all night, and then just suddenly it snapped, and I may have slightly overcorrected.
A wee bit.
But luckily, all I did was just scrape the nose of my car with the wall. The guys took it was 2.7 seconds worth of fixing, and it took no damage to the car. So we really got lucky there. But man, that was pretty embarrassing, honestly.
Well, it worked out for you, and you were able to fix yourself, get back up there through the field, and work your way to the lead. Talk about the racing out there, and not to add any pressure to you, but I think I might. Well, no, this might not be your wreck, but I thought I found it. But I was looking for your wreck here. But talk about the racing out there, and just how tough it was, and how much fun you had out there.
It was definitely a driver's track. The cars, they were so sketchy that it actually made it quite a bit of fun on the long runs there. Like I said, the tires. They picked and choose when they wanted to have grip, so you really had to baby it around the turns. The biggest problem I had was, for some reason, that last pit stop, second to last pit stop, that last comp yellow,
right.
My crew decided to not put fuel in my car.
Oopsies.
So that's why I had to pit so early, and I thought my race was over because I knew those guys were going to stay out another 15, 20 laps on those tires, but like I said, I had to go out baby it, and like I said, it paid off for us, so I can't complain. But the racing was actually a lot of fun. It was a fun track with this car.
I'm one of those people that like to overthink things a little bit, and I got to ask this question from this standpoint. Anthony brought up the tire wear in the car was not really inexistent. I mean, it fell off a little bit percentage-wise on a long run. Could the heat maybe that builds up in this tire been the reason that it was just kind of unpredictable and losing grip?
Oh yeah, I was definitely burning my rear tires up more than I was my front tires. Just cause I guess more or less my driving style. So that's just what really just makes it kind of loose. I mean, my tire wear wasn't really that bad even after those runs. I think we only shredded probably 10-11% of the tire. So the tires were definitely still there.
But they definitely made a difference when it was over with. Well, nice job tonight. You're lucky I couldn't find the wreck, and let's send a shout out to whoever you like to.
Well, I got to shout out to my guys that were racing with us. Chase Berry, Chris Hone. No, not Chris Hone. He wasn't here. He was here yesterday. I got Keith Bouchard. I'm sure Randy's watching. I think Grizzly was watching. Anthony, he painted that car. So This time I was able to bring in a victory lane for him. The Wilder Graphix and the LSRL series. And you guys putting the show on, man. Thank you. Absolutely, man. My pleasure. And great job tonight winning this race. And fourth different winner in 4 races so far this season on the Cup side of things. And maybe we'll see you next week at Richmond. Yeah, I hope so. Richmond is one of my favorite tracks. And I got off work and got here with about 5 minutes left to practice. So maybe I can get lucky again next week. Yeah. And then you go and win the race with no practice. But yeah, you go practice for 25 hours for a big race you wreck on lap 1. Figures. Oh, yeah. That's how it works. Great job, man. All right, man. Thank you. Hey, you too. Justin Wilson, winner tonight here at the Virtual Darlington Raceway. Want to send a shout out to everyone from the LSRL for allowing me to broadcast the series again each and every night. Definitely had some fun this evening, some great racing. As, of course, you're watching what I thought was the caution with Wilson, but it wasn't. So, got that one wrong, but it happens. Want to send a shout out to, of course, all the sponsors of the series. Definitely appreciate those guys for putting all their efforts into the series and allowing them to be able to come out and have their stuff broadcasted and have some great drivers out here in the league and so on and so forth. Thank you all viewers who happen to check us out either on Facebook or over on Twitch or on YouTube for watching us tonight. Big shout out to TrackCam's on Gourmet for sponsoring, of course, the cameras here for the Captain Esports Network. Definitely had a lot of fun with that.
Reminder, next week, Wednesday night, we'll be back to the non-live portion of our schedule for the series. The racing will still go on Wednesday nights, but I'm going to put, we'll find out at night, and we'll broadcast this league. And the surprise I have is that Landon Quesinberry is actually going to come in the booth with me, and we're going to let the young man do some work and have some fun up here in the booth. It's something that he's been wanting to do, and I'm all about teaching people. I was brought under wing of people when I was younger in radio, and I like seeing young people want to do this kind of job, and it's my pleasure to bring them up here and kind of show them the ropes, I guess, so to say, even though I still got a lot of ropes to be shown. So looking forward to that. So appreciate everybody's time this evening. Go enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Pray for those down in Louisiana, as I've said before, and even those up in New York. I saw under a couple cautions on Twitter. Looks like they're taking a beating up there in the New York area right now. So pray for those guys up in that area also this evening. With that said, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. And remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing.